it's rival week. Rival week, it's Goodness, I didn't even see you guys there. You guys caught me doing my rival week dance. If you guys didn't know, still here at the football field, it is rival week and our team is the best team. We're gonna kill it.
Big Steve, help.
Oh, whoa. Just Cat, what's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm here at home, I'm by myself. It's raining, it's thundering, it's lightning. I just keep hearing things hit my window and I'm scared.
All right, Just Cat. It's just a little bad weather. Everything's gonna be okay. I promise you, everything is gonna be okay.
I know, Big Steve, but the thunder is scaring me. The loud noises, they're scaring me.
I know, thunder can be loud, lightning can be bright and scary, but hey, Just Cat, God's gonna protect us, just like he always does.
I know, Big Steve, I hear your words and I wanna believe you, but like, the lightning is so bright and the thunder is so loud and the branches hitting my windows, it's all a lot.
Okay, well, how do you think Daniel did it?
Daniel who? What do you mean?
You know, Daniel, the guy who loved God so much that he actually got in trouble for it.
He got in trouble for loving God? I don't understand, Big Steve.
Well, sure, that doesn't really make sense here today, but that was a completely different time, completely different era with different rules. See, with Daniel, he had a king who was like the head guy over the entire country, over all the land where he lived. And that king said, you can't love God. And since Daniel did, the king threw Daniel into the lion's den.
A lion's den? That is way scarier than this thunderstorm. But like, how did he get sent to a lion's den? I really gotta hear about this one, Big Steve.
Well, King Darius, who was the king that I was just talking about, the king over all the land where Daniel lived, King Darius, he passed this kind of weird rule that you could only pray or praise or worship him. So in the entire city, you could only worship King Darius. And well, Daniel didn't believe that you should worship anyone other than the one true God. So Darius caught Daniel praying to God.
Dang, he's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, Daniel did get in trouble, as we already talked about with the lion's den, but in all honesty, the issue wasn't even with King Darius. The issue was Daniel was super hardworking. He was super trustworthy. He always did his job. He was very noble. He never cheated. And, you know, he was really straight and narrow. And there was a bunch of guys who got really jealous of that because then the king would show Daniel favor. And honestly, Daniel earned it. He earned the trust. He earned the level that he was operating at. But these other guys, they just saw jealousy and were jealous of Daniel. So they hatched this evil plan and went behind Daniel's back all the way to King Darius and basically got King Darius to make a bunch of rules that if anyone wouldn't obey them because they knew Daniel wouldn't, they would be punished.
Oh no, the lion's den?
Kind of, ultimately, yes, but these evil dudes, even though they were making up all of these laws and kind of conniving with the king, they didn't actually have authority to arrest anyone or throw them in jail. So when they saw Daniel praying, they were like, aha, we got King Darius now. And they went up to the king and they said, hey, this guy's breaking the law. And this made King Darius like super upset.
Angry that Daniel would worship anybody else other than him? Is that what you mean, Big Steve?
No.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Big Steve, can you explain?
We just talked about it. Daniel was like the king's main man. He was super honest. He could be trusted with anything. He was so hardworking. He was awesome.
So what is the problem then?
The problem is the law, Just Cat. King Darius had to punish Daniel for breaking the law. If he didn't uphold the law, then everybody would be doing crazy stuff in his entire kingdom.
Oh man, I hope that this doesn't turn out bad.
On the surface, it ends really, really bad, Just Cat. You see, there was a lion's den with lions that they hadn't fed in a very long time, which meant that they were super, super hungry. And that is where they threw Daniel. And then the king went back to his palace, went to sleep, and he was worried the whole time. He was like, what did I just do? I threw like one of my best guys. I threw Daniel into a lion's den with hungry lions. And King Darius couldn't sleep at all that night.
I mean, I would be worried too. What if the lions just like ate him?
Well, the next morning came, the king got dressed and he ran straight to the den and he starts calling out and he's worried. He's probably crying a little bit because he knows like there's not a shot that these lions didn't just eat Daniel. And when he gets there, Daniel calls out and he's like, yo, King Darius, my homeboy, can you open the door? I kind of want to come out. King Darius was shocked. He opens the door and Daniel comes running out and he closes the door and he's like, Daniel, what happened? And Daniel goes, well, you know that God that I pray to all the time? God? And King Darius was like, yeah, I know that you pray to a guy that you call God. And Daniel's like, no, I pray to God. And when I got into that lion's den, God knew that I did nothing wrong, and he sent angels to protect me. These angels held the lions' mouths shut.
I wonder if the king believed him.
I think he did, just Kat, because he hugged Daniel, and then he called for those men, those evil men. And he looks at them, and he goes, what did you guys make me do? And Daniel didn't say anything. He just let his character, he let how kind, how awesome, how brave he was, how hardworking. He let those traits speak. He never spoke ill of these other guys, but the king knew. So he looks at the other guys and he's like, what did you guys make me do? And the king punished those guys, those evil, conniving guys who tried to get rid of Daniel. And then the king said, listen, I don't know what I was thinking. I let these guys into my life a little bit. I let them talk into my life, but not anymore. I'm changing that law. You could pray to whoever you want to, Daniel, and you know what? I'm going to encourage everybody else to pray to your God. And just Kat, you are in a situation that isn't much different than Daniel.
What you mean, Big Steve? Are there lions around me?
No, I'm talking about the thunder. The thunder is so loud, almost like a lion's roar would be so loud. And it's so easy to just focus on that, to focus on the loud, scary thing.
Yeah, I know.
So all you need to do, just Kat, is be a little bit like Daniel. Tune out the loud, scary noises and maybe listen for God's voice. Maybe talk to God, ask God, say, God, I'm in a scary situation and I need you to protect me. And you know what? If you're listening for God and ignoring the scary things, the scary noises, you'll hear that God will tell you that he will protect you.
You're so right, Big Steve, and I even think I have a big idea for this week.
I think that's a great idea, just Kat. Why don't you have at it with the big idea and all those guys back home? I gotta get going to the game. It's rivalry!
All right, Big Steve, you go do that. Everybody else, get up on your feet, and we're gonna say this big idea with a big lion roar. What do you think? On the count of 3, we're gonna say, God always protects us. 1, 2, 3. God always protects us. That was an awesome job, everybody. And I gotta get going. This thunderstorm is not getting any better, but I know what to do now. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.